Everyone's good? Yes?
1 second. Okay.
Okay. Welcome to some Saturday Night Flights with the Late Night Monkey Show. I'm Mr. Moondog, and I am flying with my regular cohorts, Zigzag.
Hello?
And Draco.
What's up?
411. Aviation pilot who normally flies with us. And I guess he's still on mute this weekend. We are flying from Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and headed to Helene, Montana. And we're going to be flying through those big ass mountains over there. That this was a suggestion by a regular. Okay, it was Draco. He
Hi,
suggested
Andrew.
flying out of here. So if we crash into anything, if we hit snow and ice up, and it's all his fault. Yes, Andrew has already said hello. I've already monitored my stuff. If it gets much worse, this is going to become a quick just to record and it'll go up later type deal. Please don't complain about the stream. It already looks bad on my end. I understand. I'll fight through it. So we can all see each other's planes. We have good connections. My internet's just slightly because of give everyone a quick. I had someone come in and do an update to my router. We found out that he wasn't with my actual company. He may have actually messed stuff up. So make sure whoever's coming in to work on your stuff is someone that's supposed to be there.
He clearly messed stuff up.
He's clearly messed stuff up. So I will be getting, I guess the guy's already saying I will be getting new router, new antenna, just to make sure that there's nothing embedded in there somewhere. So,
so we'll go ahead and get started.
Going to get plane started.
And I'm going to talk aviation through starting up the Beechcraft Duke because he has never started up one of these before. As a matter of fact, I don't even think he knew that airplanes had propellers.
Hey, he flew with us once before with this.
Okay.
But go ahead. Go ahead.
So, you ready, aviation?
He's muted.
Okay. So, first thing...
I think he's hiding from the law. You know, staying muted and stuff.
Probably.
He's a desperado.
Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to crack our throttles to about 15%.
Throttles on crack. Okay.
Why did it?
Take your, go ahead and push your throttle mixture all the way up. Or your fuel mixture all the way up. Then we're going to go ahead and flip on beacon, nav, taxi. And then left fuel boost pump. Battery, generator, masters.
Later.
And start up the left engine. And right
Aviation,
generator,
jump out of streaming and jump back in.
right fuel pump.
Thank you. Give me a minute. I gotta do this again.
Up.
Time's up.
Converter on.
Converter on.
Where's this inverter you speak of?
What?
Where's this inverter you speak of?
Where it says avionics power. It says master, and then right next to it is standby inverter or MN inverter. You want to flip it up.
Tell me how to change the colors on
Almost there. You do not want to work today. Alright, we're doing this the old-fashioned way.
by hand.
No, by Control E. Oh, my pop wasn't up all the way, that's why.
Darn kids.
Well, you don't. Well, you want to make sure your props are pushed all the way up, and your fuel mixture's up all the way.
Alright, well, my engines are started.
Alright.
And thank you for unmuting me.
Good. Alright. For those watching, I have hat track working. Video output, so load. Okay. I may have to kill this already.
You're gonna keep.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm gonna have to
Cow flaps full open.
keep watching. I want to thank who was it that subs the other night? It was, let's run this again. That was Carl Richardson. He subscribed. I appreciate that. So
Sorry, I missed that, Andrew.
thanks for. And I will catch everyone later.
He says it's minus 15 here with a minus 40 wind chill. Miss Colorado already. Where are you at, Andrew?
He's in Tiny Soda.
Right now here, it is 2 degrees with a wind chill of, I think, minus 12.
Oh yeah, I was driving home from my skiing trip. I had 0° Fahrenheit weather. It was cold outside.
It's pretty cold here tonight too. For Texas, that is.
Yeah, it's only in the 50s.
For New
No.
Mexico, 50s. Fine here.
Well,
I might want to turn that to GPS.
the current temperature in Wichita Falls, Texas, is 23 degrees, and we have winds, bad winds.
Anybody taxiing yet?
I'm getting permission now.
Me too.
Contact tower on 118.075 when ready.
What the heck, we got it on my computer. I can actually see the screen now.
You're in St. Cloud. Yeah,
Yeah,
had people from Wisconsin drive past me today. Had their windows down. They must have been here for like summer vacation or something.
did they have fingers hanging out of the windows though?
No, the windows were all the way down, and they were driving around like it was summertime.
I figured they had the windows down, fingers up.
Pushing back.
Oh, the
I know.
real feel with the wind chill out, it's 19 and it's supposed to get lower tonight.
They're forecasting minus 20 for a wind chill here tonight.
Oh, 1118. One way did you guys get?
19.
1-9er? Me too. I got the 7.3, so I'm gonna be testing that out after my long haul.
Okay, well, I got runway 1. Alright.
You got runway 1?
Yeah.
Always got to be the moondog.
Well, no, I'm not even streaming, so I can just bug out.
Watch it, Moon. Zig. Coming through.
I saw you just as you said that.
At least somebody let him in.
So, for those of you who are watching my stream, you may notice the scenery looks a little different. I finally broke down and got Orbix.
I might do that too. What?
And he could tell the difference.
We're taxiing a big Congo line.
Aviation.
Yeah.
Proceed to runway
Did you guys
666.
decide to fly out north
I'm departing north.
or
You're breaking up on my end. Can't taxi this thing.
Say again, moondog.
did you guys, when you picked for flight, did you pick out fly out north or west?
Yeah.
It
Departing
never
north.
gave me the option. It gave me IFR.
That's because you set it up for IFR.
Yes, I did. So I just get turned right onto heading.
Because I
Oh,
picked
maybe.
west. Okay.
Oh, that's probably why it gave you a different runway.
Because
I can't taxi this
more
thing.
west, but
DJ, it's FSX Steam edition.
What's going on, fellas?
Hey,
And
BP.
welcome to the
Hey,
BP.
APP.
Well, BP, I've got me a 50-inch monitor now.
Good for you.
I can actually read it on the John Deere tractor when it says John Deere on the hood.
What's her name?
You know, we still got time before we take off, BP. If you want to join us.
I literally just landed in Miami after a 10.5-hour flight.
Oh, don't worry, tomorrow I got a 10 hour.
I'm good. Thank you.
We're doing flight through the Rockies in the Beechcraft Dukes.
You mean into the Rockies? Oh no, I just want to watch that. That'll be fine.
I say that every time.
You got to watch them because my internet is. I was putting out packet loss of 65% or worse.
Oh God, you're back to that again. That sucks.
Well, no, we found out what the issue was, and they have to give me a whole new radio and antenna because someone came in perpetrating the company and messed with something somehow, and
Some weird guy walked up, knocked on his door. Yeah, I works for your internet's companies.
I work for your internet company.
well,
that one you'd probably believe.
Dan, we're not in.
I don't know. I got some sketchy dudes that hang around my house too, but none of them say they work for the internet company.
well, I fell for it, but I haven't seen anything where it's been malicious towards the computers or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's just whatever they've done is whatever he was trying to find caused that slight little issue. Well, I had him put everything back to original, which is with that whatever's in it has got the crap so bad that I can't stream tonight, and you guys can't hear me to the point where I might even just bug off.
Andrew, we are flying from Jackson Hole to Helena.
Is anyone on the runway?
No, I'm holding
Then
short.
I'm taking off.
Dra-
Then I'm
Draco-
taking off because I got clearance.
Draco's still following the noob line.
I'm in the back of the line like usual.
Yeah, well, I
What
do
do
my
you guys-
best.
Because I let Zig through.
Yeah.
Oh, someday, guys. Someday. Yeah, so I flew from Heathrow to Miami, right? Which is, normally a nice flight. But man, the weather over the Atlantic was awful. The gnats had me so far south because of the headwinds. Oh, God.
I'm gonna be flying from India to the UK tomorrow. It's be a returning flight that one of my groups did today.
Oh, yeah, what are you flying?
I'm gonna be flying British Airways 787.
No.
The actual flights at 777, I don't have that. I just got the 73.
Well, aviation, I thought you was all about the short class.
Dan,
And
one, shut
there
up,
goes
and two,
Moondog.
Dan, listen, easy, all right?
I'm just messing with him. It's a
He does
common
this
thing.
every single day.
I
Wait,
fly
I
for-
didn't mess with you when we were farming the other day.
We were flying. 75% of the time.
I fly for British Airways, too. I'm
Oh, wow.
used to a 747, Josh.
Oh, I got the 747 too. But I'm actually in the American Airlines VA. But I get no cat restrictions. I can fly any route,
Oh, nice.
any flight, any plane, anytime I want. Yes. So I'm gonna be doing that for the VA. They'll be like, hey, blah blah blah's first flight, long haul. Because I usually do an hour to 3 hour flights.
Well, I guess I'll shift this.
Where are you going, Zig? Oh, I see what you're doing now.
So how you doing, Zig?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, VP?
I'm all right. I'm breathing still. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I heard you had a couple rough days there.
Oh, yeah. Let me say, it wasn't pretty, but I got through it.
It's good. It's good.
One day at a time, BP.
Yep.
Time, brother.
Yeah, well, that's all I got, really. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I'm at that point now. I'm like, I don't know. Is there going to be tomorrow? Fuck, I better enjoy today, I guess. I thought I was doing that already, but this has really sort of got me thinking, But,
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really, like, I wasn't gonna fly, because I don't, you know what I mean? I got nearly 13,000 hours. I don't need to fly. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna fly. And I finally got all my stuff, like, done now, right? Because I don't know if you guys heard, but I had to completely reformat my computer.
I heard about that.
Yeah, so I figured, well, since you're doing that, then get it all right this time. So instead of putting it all back on boxed FSX, I got it all on FSX Steam. And I mean everything, all my FX crews, all my planes, all my sceneries, except for Orbix, because my version of Orbix is too old and I can't update it. And I have been banned from doing anything that has anything to do with Australia, apparently. So I can't even buy
piss off in
Orbix.
Australia?
I don't know, man, but I can't buy anything from Australia because I didn't want EasyDock again. EasyDock is good, don't get me wrong, but I want a Chase plane because it's better. But they use the same, they're from Australia too, they use the same sort of e-commerce deal, you know, that Orbix uses. It's called Stripe. And they don't want my money. They won't take it. So I'm like, okay, so I had to go get some half-ass scenery. It's all right, but it isn't Orbix, you know. Yeah, so, but everything's on there, and then GSX, the whole thing, with the Active Sky, obviously. Active Sky cloud art, blah, 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 all the stuff that I had. So that was one good thing about it. Bad thing about it was that I forgot to back up a lot of stuff from Old Rage.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about when you told me.
I've got the save game. What I didn't save was the map. Not thinking, right? Luckily, enough people have a clean copy of the map. So all I've got to do is put my save game in. It will turn the map back into what it was when I had it. Now the mods, however, I spent. There's some mods that maybe people might recognize that aren't going to be there anymore because I don't remember where I got them. It's seriously been going on for 3 years, and I don't remember where some of that stuff is.
So apparently Daffod's been doing really, really well in Flight Sim.
Oh yeah, I know we're gonna do some shared cockpit stuff with all of us at some point. I'm gonna buy. I as soon as this coming Friday, I'm gonna buy him the Aerosoft Airbus too, so he can fly with me. Because that's the one plane I know that does shared or connected flight deck really well. So I'm gonna say. So I flew from Heathrow to Miami. Well, the plane flew from Heathrow. Right? Got in, had to go around once because some dumbass in front of me, and then touchdown. Want to know my landing rate in a pretty heavy 747? Anybody want to guess?
142.
Come on. No, I was actually surprised because generally I don't care. Anything under 200, I'm happy with, right? 25. I had to go back and watch the replay and make sure I actually touched the ground. Like I didn't even feel it. That's the best one I've ever done. I was like, holy crap, because the wind just died right at the threshold. It was no wind. Came in and just went, doop. Just made a little bump noise. Welcome to Miami, everybody. I was amazed. Normally I don't care about that, but the wind was right on this time. So.
Autopilot's gonna try and fly this thing right into a mountain.
I know, I've been having difficulties getting my autopilot to work.
Yeah, I don't. Mine's not working.
Too bad you guys can't watch it. I am recording it though.
So is this the beach? Is this what you guys are in? Is this that beach King Air? Or King Air, whatever it's called?
No, it's the Beechcraft Duke.
That's
actually, yeah. It's the one that actually.
Don't forget to lean your mixture out, guys.
Yeah, the one that regulars. Yeah, I have. Yeah,
Yeah.
installed.
Yeah, Andrew, I'm working on that. Don't forget, we're already pretty high up in the mountains, so you gotta lean out your mixture.
To what?
Until you hear your RPMs pick up again.
That's your mixture knobs or levers. Sorry.
Oh. Yeah, that's down really low for me.
Wow, I was so close to that mountain peak. I pretty sure I saw a mountain goat at eye level.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna make it over that.
Aim for the
Make your vertical speed really high.
aim for your kind of like your the valley there.
Just remember, boys, vertical speed is tied into your airspeed, so you don't want to stall either.
No. Hey, fly through the mountains. It's a lot easier to gain altitude that way.
In your dreams, you do.
What are you talking about? There was that crevice there right to the west. I flew through that bank
Oh,
to the
yeah.
right.
I see what you mean. I thought you meant fly right into the mountains.
No, fly through them.
Yeah.
Not into them.
I made it through there. I'm climbing at 1,000 feet per minute, about 145 knots.
Perfect. You'll just smash into the top of that highest piece right there.
So
Stay until you do that. That's actually not true. Yesterday, a couple of the guys from BAV finally, after however many years, coerced me to do a little flying with them, and we flew from Whitford to oh god, what's the name of the little Clacton? I think it is. It's some little grass strip out in the middle of nowhere. God, I've never been so scared in all my life. I was like, I'm gonna bounce this off. I'm gonna bounce. I'm not gonna land. Grass strip. What do I know about a grass strip? I managed to do it though. It's a necessity. So and they were like, wasn't that fun? Not really. No.
All right, 12,000 feet, leveled out.
I did 14,000.
Look at the one tree sticking off the side of the mountain. Good old Arnold. Somebody just called you an asshole.
Time. Are you gonna crack
Yeah.
into the side of the
BP, you want to handle that for me?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, I'm not an asshole. I'm a whole ass. Get it straight.
Oh, Roy took care of it.
Thanks, Roy.
I didn't know Roy was here. Damn.
That's Roy sneaking around.
I didn't even get a chance. Roy just loves it.
Roy's a freaking sniper.
Oh, he misses me screaming because of shit. I keep yelling.
I have got to figure out how to trick this screen.
You guys don't have Easy Dock or Chase Plane, huh?
I don't.
I do.
Zig
And
does, yeah.
I'm about to throw it out the window. It's been giving me so many problems lately.
Which one do you have?
Easy Dock.
V2, right?
It got so flaky all of a sudden that, like, I just had to pause my sim and restart it because it locked up, and it's been doing it worse and worse and worse and worse.
You know what's funny is that now I've been using Easy Dock for years since it came out, right? But I wanted Chase Plane, so I never got V2 because I was like, well, Chase Plane's out, so I'll get that. Well, I can't. So anyway, so I got V2. Can I say that that's a hell of a lot better? I like the fact that now it's got all the little effects in it, like the head shake and the horizon hold, which is I love that. That's my favorite feature. And the fact that it's a lot more sensitive now than it used to be. The thing to remember about Chase Plane is that it nulls out, or Easy Dock, it nulls out all your controls that you're used to, right? So if you go to use your mouse, it's not going to work. It's going to snap back. So you always have to be pushing your middle mouse button down and stuff. Once you get it set up, like if you set it up, like if you spend 10 minutes in each plane you fly and you get all your views set up, you never have to touch it again. Just assign all the views to a button, right? To a key or to a whatever. On your joystick even. I wouldn't do it on the joystick to fly with.
So Moondog, Roy goes, typical Moondog, fly through the mountains.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. That's where the passage was. That's what I do.
See, Roy's awake. He should have just flown with us.
Yeah.
Instead of just watching.
Yeah.
He didn't go to bed like he said he was.
I can't change any settings on this because I'm recording it for later.
I am here, by the way. Hi, BP.
Hey, Roy.
Hello, Boo.
Roy, I tried to get to it. You were there way faster than I could get to it.
I literally just came on, saw that these guys were streaming, came on, and it was like, oh, look, what's that?
I was like, what the hell? I was like, I go to click the little thing next to his name, and all of a sudden, boom. I go,
Oh, man.
The chat sniper.
Are you guys getting clouds?
I'm above clouds. Orbix.
Yeah.
I didn't think Orbix would make any difference, but to me, it does make a difference when you're flying at these altitudes.
Oh, it sure does.
Let's see. I got aviation behind me at 10 miles. I'm about ready to lose sight of him.
Yeah, I'm going about just a little bit under 160 knots.
I am 187.
I think I might have to use some fuel. Because my tanks were set at 100 for some reason.
See, if you didn't have Orbix, you wouldn't have the snow. Everything would just be brown. That's the thing that annoys me about FSX. It doesn't do snow.
Well, it does, but the weird thing is that it doesn't like have it taper off. It's just like snow and then a clean line where it's brown.
Well, everything's brown. I don't know where they got the idea that everything in the world is brown. There's nothing like flying over Germany on default scenery and looking down and having it be all brown. What the hell is this? It's like every field in Germany is planted with canola. I mean, that's what it looks like. It's like, what is this? Oh. The scenery I have, it's old. I can remember I had it a long time ago actually, and they've had several updates to it. It's good. It's just not Orbix good. It just pisses me off.
So what you're like you can't log in there and just download it again or what?
No, see, because I never like scenery is something that I sort of don't give a second thought to because I normally don't ever see. Right? It's only when I'm taking off or when I'm landing that I really pay any attention to it. Because I don't do the VFR stuff.
Yeah.
So I never paid any attention to it. But when this happened and I started to reinstall stuff, I'm like, oh, you know what? There's got to be an update to Orbix. I've had it for so long. Well, yeah, there is. So, you know, an email to them, and they're like, well, your version's too old. You have to buy it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was still on. Now it was still on sale, so it was $44 Australian dollars or whatever, right? So I'm like, that's not bad. I can live with that. It's worth it. Put my debit card information in and card decline. Huh? Like, well, I know I have money in there because I just spent all my money. And then so what was the kicker was because all right, so I called my bank and I'm like, I just want to make sure I actually have money. Yeah, like you love this much money. I'm like, I know I've had problems transferring money out of the country before. Is there some reason why I can't send money to Australia? Well, hold on, we'll check for you. And Moondog knows why I can't do it. I can't say it on the stream, but I'll tell you guys after. But yeah, so no Orbix, no chase plane for me. So it's some other scenery, and I don't even know who makes it. Although my Vector still works. So you put Vector underneath the scenery that I have, and it's pretty good. So I can live with it. Because they haven't updated Vector. Well, they haven't updated Vector because the world hasn't made any new mountains recently. So they haven't needed to update Vector.
Not near future, have they? Huh?
No.
So,
well, at least not since Orbix made Vector anyway. So
my question is this, because I've never flown this route before with the generic scenery. Would you actually see that, see the canyon that's going to be coming up?
Well, I don't know. I'm looking at your GPS at the moment, so I don't know.
But it'll switch in a second.
I don't know that I've ever flown through the Rocky or anywhere near the Rocky Mountains. So.
Yeah. But I mean, like canyons in general, would it normally show those?
But you know how FSX does everything. Well, P3D for that matter too. Everything's kind of round, right? There's no definition to it. There's no shadowing, so you don't get that sort of ripply effect that you get at real mountains. You know, it's not so noticeable in the Rockies. The Rockies aren't bad from what I seem to remember, but like the Appalachians, because they're folded, you know what I mean? Because the way that that's folded sedimentary rock, it does it really bad. It basically looks like a hump because there's not a lot of shadowing and stuff on the default stuff. Where Orbix, obviously does all that. And if you put FTX underneath that, it would look even better. The Alps are fucking amazing.
Bye, Moondog.
Hey. I'm just flying around because I'm waiting for you guys. I've got nothing else to do.
I'm getting there.
I had to divert and loop around and get some more altitude and then still pull a Moondog and fly through the mountains.
That's what I did.
A little butt puckered through there. Not gonna lie, but I made it.
I'm considering going back through there.
What's the code for both airports?
KJC for Jackson Hole and KHLN for And I'm reading that
Trampoline,
straight
yeah.
off the description of this because I have no idea.
That was very well done. I mean, it's
No
exactly
flight
right.
either one of those places, so I don't know.
They're not very big. You can't get anything on there that you would normally fly.
Listen, London Stansted isn't very big, and they fly 747s out of there on a regular basis. See this stuff here, these big circles, like those would be, alfalfa rounds, right?
Yeah.
You'd never get those in. Like I don't even get those in my scenery. This is why Orbex is so good.
See,
Because the stuff is still there underneath the snow.
See, I wasn't sure what those were. I was like, what? Did they just not know what to put there, so they put like radar overlays of radar screens or something on there?
No, have you ever seen like it's contour farming? You see a lot of, especially out west, you see a lot of it. The fields are circular because they drain better, they grow better, they take up less space. And especially for grass.
Yeah, I didn't know what they were because to me they look like the old school radar.
Yeah, radar domes, yeah. They're pretty cool. I mean, Orbex is the best. Orbex does the best thing. And for non-photo real scenery, and to be honest, nobody does FSX photo real scenery very good. For photo real scenery, you need X-Planes photo real scenery.
And honestly, if you did photo real scenery with like FSX or even P3D, it would crash constantly because it just can't support something like that.
Well, now, having said that, P3D V4, I've seen, I'm not going to get it, it's too expensive, but I've seen a lot of just incredible looking, like almost X-Plane quality scenery for P3D V4, but it's just too expensive. It's too, because they never wanted it to be a game. They never wanted it to be something that everybody bought. They wanted it to be for real pilots and real, schools and stuff.
So you Orbix veterans, let me ask you this. Does it affect the water at all? Because I noticed reflections in the water that I never noticed before.
That would be your Rex texture direct doing that. You have Rex, right?
Yeah.
That's Rex. Rex handles, for you guys, handles your sky, your clouds, and your water. You all have soft clouds too, right? Did you get that bundle or whatever?
Don't have the soft clouds.
No.
Okay, so then these are the default clouds. Go get cloud.
No, these are the default
Found the
clouds that
ones that
came
we
with
liked.
Rex 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so Rex handles your sky, your sun, your night, your water, and your clouds. Orbex handles everything on the ground that isn't water.
Okay, anyone real quick happen to remember how you raise yourself in your seat?
Enter,
you-
control enter, something like that.
Yes.
Control enter? Well,
Yeah.
that's backwards, not up.
It's
I can't remember what it
The
is.
little
Yeah.
mouse button and the plus key. Where you
Yeah. Page up.
page up or page up. That works.
Or
too.
page up if you didn't change it.
Well, I can at least say now I can read.
It's one of the control. It's control something, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
Alt F4. Control F4 move.
Alt F4. That's it, Roy. That's what it is. That's
Yeah.
the answer for everything.
There's got to be one guy
I
that
ain't
does
listening
that,
to
right?
anything
I
that
don't know if
Roy.
it's-
It's
Yeah.
shift and enter.
There you go. I was on about Control F4. That's what I meant.
Alt F4. I was gonna Alt F. It's like you. You're there, Roy. Thank you, by the way. Give us something to do the next time. Right? Stu. Look at this. Stu gets into the weirdest shit. Stu, who's not a racer at all, right? Oh, rare. This is awesome. He was having a hoot playing that, which was cool.
Yeah, it was a really good
I mean,
nice
racing.
thing.
Yeah,
Yes, right.
Yeah, well, I didn't get a chance to tell you, but thank you. I look forward to playing that. If it's like if I have to think Mario Kart,
It's so good, eh? It is the best Formula One game Codemasters has ever made. Let me just put it that way. It is so good.
do I need to slow down so you guys can catch up with me?
My
I'm
plane
right
did something
behind.
stupid.
Like what, Crash?
Well, just remember, if you didn't survive, it's pilot error.
I could pick up some speed. I would just have this trimmed out real slow. I'm only, what,
What's the plane, Jay?
35 knots.
Anybody ever notice that whenever there's a plane crash and the pilot doesn't survive, it's immediately pilot error?
Well, with you
that's-
guys, just saying.
With us, I mean, that's you got a pretty damn good shot of it being true.
Let's stop and think of it this way. If it's a monkey flying it, it's definitely going to be pilot error.
Oh, listen, I
And
was
that includes the big monkey that's about ready to contradict me.
no, I was just gonna say I was now 10 hours, right? 10 hours of flying because over crossing the Atlantic was 125 mile an hour tailwind. Oceanic max today was 39,000 feet. Well, I could only go to 38 anyway, so couldn't go to 39 because I'm coming west. So 38,000 feet. I couldn't go any higher to get out of the wind. Certainly wasn't going to go any lower because lateral separation. Plus, Shanwick and Gander were both on that sim today, which was unusual. So anyway, so 10 and a half hours of flying. Get into Miami. I'm at minimums. Some idiot decides to swoop in front of me and try to land. And I'm like, I have two options here. I can ignore him and drive right through him and land anyway. Or I can do the right thing and go around. I had to think about it for a couple of minutes. I had to think about it. I sent the supervisor a message on VATSIM and said, going around, and then the controller, Miami's not particularly busy. There was a few United flights, a couple of Deltas going in and out and stuff. Right? It was only a long haul thing, but it as far as I could. And so I do the go around. He tells me the time 3,000 feet, and I'm like, he's like, could I have the reason for the go around? Yeah, because there was a plane on the runway after you cleared me to land. Oh.
Why are you heading me back to JAC?
I can say we've we've all flown in and out of Miami a couple of times. That is probably one of my least favorite airports next to Hartsfield.
Well, Hartsfield is ridiculous. If you go, you know what you do. You want the full Hartsfield experience, and you have the computer to do it. Get Ultimate Live Traffic, turn it up to about 80%, and then try to get in and out. Because it is the busiest. It's the busiest airport in the world. Like, you know what I mean? Like Heathrow is number 2, Hartsfield is number 1. It's the busiest airport.
Well, I tried to land there ILS, and I hate it because they have you come line up on one runway. Then at the last minute, you have to slide over to hit your runway with the ILS.
Real quick, when on the FMC, when you do a direct waypoint, how do you get, like, I'm trying to go to J,
You want
AC.
to do the next leg, right?
Yeah.
Well, you need to be getting to DBS, probably not JAC.
Yeah.
DBS.
You want to.
Yeah, because JAC is right at where you took off.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
2 minutes out from DBS.
Right. Pull up your flight plan. Push cursor. Scroll it down with the outer wheel, and then you should be able to hit enter and activate it.
So clear, okay. Flight plan.
No. One of the things that I love about Active Sky, though, is that it when you fly through a cloud, you know how like the normal FSX, it just your plane just kind of goes through it. It looks like there's a bubble around it. With Active Sky, it actually has the cloud roll over like your wings and your
Aviation, it's actually, you hit the menu and then you can activate that one by hitting the enter.
Okay, now my plane should be turning.
You can tell aviation doesn't fly GA aircraft very often either. He called the GPS
FMC.
FMS, an FMC.
Well, the funny thing about that is that you should probably be flying GA before you start flying.
I got used. I got you. Well, I'll be doing my orientation flight to see if I like flying or not soon. I have to do my single propeller, then instrument training, then rating, then dual engine, and then jet engine. That's how it works.
I just did, well, just a couple weeks now, but I just did a bunch of touch and goes with our latest crop of IFD guys. That's always fun. Sit there and watch them bounce it off the runway a few hundred times. All right, yeah, you're done. Very nice.
I'm sore.
I don't even know how many hours I had flying the 172 in and out of Meigs Field.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's what people forget, I think, sometimes, especially at flight sim, is it's real easy. Flying a tube is easy. There's nothing to it. Take off. If you've got your FMC and all your MCP and everything else set up, take off, hit autopilot, sit back, watch a movie, right? So you're ready to land. And you don't even, nowadays, you don't even have to land. These things will land themselves if you get them set up right.
Yeah.
But nobody, like this group of new recruits that we have at BAV now, and you don't have to do this at BAV. A lot of these guys just decided they wanted to. They honestly have no idea how to fly a plane. And I think to myself, why do you play flight sim if you don't know how to fly a plane? I'm sitting in, we have one of our guys wrote a program that will put us in the same cockpit in the default Cessna 172. So I can actually take the controls if something goes wrong, right? So I'm sitting there and I'll be honest, I'm not paying attention because I've been doing this for a couple of hours. Well, I just happened to look over at my screen and we're about, 100 meters down the runway, about 50 meters from the end of it. And I'm like, what are you thinking about doing here? Well, I'm going to land. Where? In that car park on the other side of the runway. Do you not know? And you got to be, okay, you know what? I have control. We'll get it turned around. We'll try again. We'll try it again 3 or 4 times. How do you not know how to fly your plane before you jump in an airline?
Yeah. Well, I don't know how many times I've heard people say, "Oh, I don't need to know how to fly any of those because the computer's going to fly." Well, what happens if that computer fails?
Right. What happens? You know what I mean? Now I've run service-based failures because on my PMDG plane, I've run service-based failures on all of them forever. And occasionally stuff does go wrong. So you lose your FMC and you haven't bugged up your heading for a while or whatever. You lose LNAV or VNAV. What do you do? Right. You got to fly the plane. So
Yeah.
or you fall out of the sky. You make your cabin announcement. Hello, everybody. We're about to die. Have a nice day.
But like, Moondog, Zig, and I, we can fly everything from the 172 all the way up to, the DC-10.
Well, that's the thing. You guys have got solid.
Maybe not fly it well, but we can fly it.
I can fly this plane too, sis.
Zig can fly the Crash 8 for Christ's sakes, which is the hardest plane in the world to fly. I don't even I'm terrified of that thing.
And you know what? That's the plane I can land the most consistently, probably. Although the Phenom, I can land that pretty good all the time now, but I crashed that plane the least, probably.
I need to fly that Crash 8 because I haven't flown it in a long time. We don't fly it in the original, so I don't. We fly the Saab. That's our prop plane, but nobody makes a good one, so I don't bother with it. We don't fly the Crash 8. We do some.
Well, that first thing I posted in the chat and Discord, I'm thinking about trying to get that.
So Andrew wants to know if we can do a flight to his home airport.
What's his home airport?
What is your home airport, Andrew?
And then Colorado?
I thought Denver was your home airport.
Or his home airport. I guess if he's home visiting family, it's somewhere in Minnesota then.
Maybe it's an airport at his house.
Or is he talking about like a little regional airport near his house?
In his backyard?
Well, no, because you know how Chicago and Gary are the 2 big, and Midway are the 3 big airports near me. But then I have a bunch of smaller regional airports all around me. Municipal airports and all that crap.
Heck, even Festus has its own airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, Festus is out there waiting for airplanes to come in too, isn't he?
I set that one, teed it right up there for you, BP. Go ahead.
Festus with a windsock and a pair of overalls hanging on a pitchfork.
I work as an air sock too.
And a guy named Billy Bob comes out once in a while, sweeps off all the tumbleweed off.
Oh, his name's Cletus, by the way.
And he goes, y'all got pretty teeth.
Billy Bob was his brother, but then he got promoted to air traffic controller.
Yeah, you just go ahead and take a right there at Fred, and you'll be all right. Come on in.
Dan, you can't make fun of me now for flying the Airbus because I got a Boeing 737, and I'll be flying that.
KBJC is where he trains.
KBJC.
Alright, so you want me to get the pen and paper out?
He says 20
Write that down.
That's
dog.
Rocky Mountain Metropolitan Airport.
20 nautical miles west of Denver. So chances are we flew over it when we flew out of Denver a couple weeks back.
Write that down, Moondog. We'll do a prompt flight in and around there.
Well, actually, no, they do handle jets. They do handle. You can fly your phenoms there if you want.
Can you guys fly into my home airport?
Boston?
No, Boston.
No, there's
Boston.
a little. Salem. There's got to be something close to there.
No, not even close. There's a tiny little one runway, closed 20 hours of the day strip about 15 miles from me. Palmer Municipal, something or other.
20 hours a day. How do they say it?
Shoot, if you got a helicopter, you can land it in his backyard.
Tell you, you give us the
Write
airport.
that down, Moondog. Yeah, we'll do it.
I don't know
Okay,
that.
Palmerman is a full-time.
I'm not even sure it's still open.
What's
Give us the airport code, and I guarantee you we'll put planes on the ground.
Or into the ground.
Whether they're
into it.
safe landing or not, we might not do that.
what was Andrews again?
KBJC.
Can we fly into my own airport?
I don't know if
I know you guys could land DC-10s at my home airport.
Oh yeah, you can land DC-10s at my home airport.
Oh, we do.
Because the Air Force Base shares the air runways.
Yep, mine does too, and you see DC-10s from FedEx all the time.
So this is how cool my local airport is. It's got a number. It's not even a letter.
What is the number?
13
Number
MA.
question mark?
13 MA. So here's the.
That sounds like it's one step above a grass runway.
Pretty much it. It's
13 MA.
13 MA. It's private use, and I know who owns it, and I know who flies it now.
Okay.
But,
So you can get us permission. No problem. All right.
All right, good deal. Yeah,
so you've got one runway, 4 or 22 depending on the wind, 04 or 22 depending on the winds. No ILS, boys, so you're gonna have to actually land planes on this one.
that's not a problem.
Done that.
Yeah, I've actually been moving away from my LS.
No control towers, any of that stuff.
Oh, well, that
Does it
just
have
makes it
lights?
easy.
Does
No.
it have any lights?
We'll do it in the daytime.
The way I see it, if we can land those C-47s up at Dutch Harbor, with
Yeah.
no air traffic control, no lights, we can pretty much land anywhere.
So there's a 42-foot threshold displacement, which makes it fun. There's 50-foot trees 400 feet from the runway, 47-foot right of the center line. I don't know how well that's all modeled, but the last landing there was in September of this year.
So it's used often. Got it. All right.
Yeah.
It
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's very used very often.
Well, you want? Oh, I'll give you the surface conditions. Surface asphalt in poor condition. Alligator cracks with potholes and debris.
Oh, perfect landing condition.
When was the last?
I've got a plane to there right now.
I'll let Zig land first so that way he can blow all the debris off the runway.
Yeah, you can blow all the debris off them.
I'll do a pass with my gear up, and I'll scrape it clean, and then I'll do a go around and.
So when was the last successful landing there?
September. Runway 22 lighted threshold, relocated 120 feet, 2,355 feet of runway usable at night. Yeah, right. It's basically two guys having a bonfire at the end. Runway markings faded, flaking, and unreadable. Right, you can't see it.
Perfect. Just what we need.
That almost sounds like a little airport near me. It's called Remus's Farm Strawberry Farm Airport.
Remus is fun. You know what's funny is that my cousin was dating the Dayton or Jennifer, so whatever you know. He used to fly a private jet for a guy, right? And he used to keep it here at Palmer, back when that was actually a real airport. It was actually at one point a real airport. And it sort of slowly got worse and worse and worse. And the guy who owned the plane said, "I don't want to fly out of there no more. It's tearing up my plane." But he took me up, and at one time we went to Westfield. He had to go have something done with it or whatever. It took like 15 minutes, right? But it was pretty cool. It's scary though because it's a tiny little place. It's narrow too. It's only, most runways are like 60, 65 feet wide. This one's about 25 feet wide. So when you're sitting on the window and you look out at the edge of the wing, even on a small plane, I think this was I want to say it was a Cessna, something or other, one of the Cessna fighter jets. Like the wing, even on that little thing, was hanging off the edge of the runway.
Awesome. So, question, BP, that I've been meaning to ask you for over a year now, and I keep forgetting. How did you end up with an APU in your yard at one point?
My buddy Tommy. Oh, you saw that picture, right?
Yeah.
My buddy Tommy is a truck driver, and he had picked those up somewhere and was bringing them down to Bradley.
Oh,
International,
yeah.
big airport, not too far from me, in Connecticut, Windsor Locks. So he pulled in the yard, and I was like, "Oh yeah, let me check these out. I know what those are. Those are GPUs. I'm gonna have a look at those." So all kinds of weird shit ends up in my yard, man. You never know what's gonna happen. I had a 70-foot excavator bucket in my yard for a while.
Jack46 World, thank you for the subscription. How you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Oh shit, I don't know. I subscribe to you. Yeah, I guess I am.
Be a little late if you didn't.
Is that when we
it'd be only slightly embarrassing that he keeps mentioning, go check these guys out in the evening when we're not streaming, and then he's not subscribed himself.
BP is an honorary subscriber to me, even if he wasn't.
Pretty sure I subscribed right away. I try to keep up on that.
Holy crap.
I'm flying at night conditions. I'm not too lazy to turn it on. I did, but then I just switched it right back. It's like flying at night.
Posted what we were doing. I posted what time we were leaving, what the route was, and everything.
The kids don't read. They can't read the Discord.
Okay,
You didn't Facebook it or Twitter it to him.
We try to make it easy for everybody.
Yeah, well,
I don't think
I
he's
do not.
it,
American
FYI,
stock cars have no business in Bathurst.
Moondog's pretty organized about being the crew
Moondog
leader
is-
for the
Moondog
night
is-
shift.
Moondog is he's far more organized than I am. I mean, I'll come on 2 minutes before I start streaming. Oh, by the way, we're doing this. You guys
well,
know
if
a
it's
week in
one of these
advance, so you're
flights and all that, then
All right, just heads up. I would expect
someone would like to know. So
I would expect runway 27.
I would expect the snow to be blown off the mountains I'm flying over. Only because I'm that low.
But that's not where you're landing. You're not looking at Active Sky's weather update, are you? What was it? 226?
So iOS 27 or just 27?
Yeah, I was looking at Active Skies weather.
Yeah, but PQ, whatever, is not where you're landing. You could
I'll do that later.
you could always go into turn on your menu, right? Your menu bar. Go to add-ons, go to Active Sky weather request. Pull up the weather at the destination.
Destination.
How
What
did I end up
destination?
over there?
And let's see, light snow, dew point -24, temperature -21,
Icing.
2,000 visibility 7 miles, wind 320 at 9 knots. Perfectly wonderful.
Overcast at 2,000.
Yeah.
So 320. What's the runways where you guys are landing?
270, 280, and 350.
350. Good. You got 320 at 9 knots is nothing. Late snow, you said, Moondog?
Light snow.
You should. You know what? Even though it's cold, you don't really need to turn anti-ice on in the snow because it's snow. It's already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If there was visible moisture in the
If it was wet enough to be able to cling and then freeze.
yeah, but snow you usually don't.
No, it's already frozen surface and crystallized. Yeah.
Well,
It'll generally just bounces off.
Have it rub over the surface long enough to melt and then refreeze, and
Or if we were flying through prolonged periods of clouds, then I would turn it on.
Like I turn it on if Active Sky tells me there's. Like you'll see if you read the Met art, instead of just using active skies. And you see like RA, like minus RA, that means freezing rain. Or the worst one, you get this in England all the time, FZFG, frozen fog. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, we got
fun.
minus SN.
Yeah, so snow showers. Which is, again, you can turn it on if you want. It won't hurt it. I don't know. What do these even model icing these things?
I don't think so.
There's been a couple of planes that we've flown that modeled icing that were like the in-game, like the vanilla game planes. They modeled icing really well.
Does a pretty good job. You know what does icing really well is the Dash 8.
Yes, it does.
The Dash 8 does. It ices at the drop of a hat. That's it.
Well, yeah.
At de Havilland Beaver does a really good job with icing.
Beaver called Beaver.
The Dash 8 will
They
show it.
here did some icing pretty well too. When we're flying through altitude, it iced up. I happened to look back at the wing and saw it.
Come to think of it, I don't know that I've ever flown the Dash 8 when it didn't ice.
I have a couple times, but it does like to do it right away.
And the first officer seat, they don't have vents on that side, so that window is always frozen solid. You can even see out of it.
Real quick, so I'm looking at the map for Join FS, and it has us taking us to Alaska.
Alaska.
Yeah,
Wow.
KHLN. It's showing us going to Alaska.
Well, we might get there by way of like 4 years. We're not flying up to Alaska again. We're going to do some Europe stuff here quickly.
Oh, wait, no, I see what... Okay,
Yes, we
I
are.
see. It's marking our entire flights.
Yeah, don't you remember we were talking about doing some Eastern European flights like Ukraine, Poland, Russia?
Croatia. Suggested.
So I had a crazy idea.
Oh no.
I was thinking about taking the phone. No, I'll do it. I'll give you it. I was going to do it one time. I get the A2A assessment, right? And I was going to do. There's 4 guys flying the Cessna 172 around the world. And I was thinking about replicating that.
The
You've been-
172.
Yeah, I mean, assessment just fine.
Right.
But I mean, like, I don't know, like just I can configure the A2A one with like a, whatever they call that tank that sits into that 2 drones that holds more fuel and all that. Because I don't want to fly like 50 miles at a time. But I was just thinking it might be cool if I stream that.
I'm glad I'm not the only one of the group that's been thinking about getting the A2A Cessna 172, because it's a living, breathing aircraft.
Yeah. Oh, it can be. Yeah. It can be. If you turn all that shit on, yeah. It will get old even when you're not using it.
Yeah. Like,
which is weird for a computer.
Well, what else is cool too is that in the summertime you have to use a certain type of oil. In the wintertime you have to change that oil over.
You have to get out and you do the walk around, you have to do fuel.
Yeah, you have to do your walk around.
And everything, So now I don't know how much of all that I'm gonna do, but I just think it would be. It's something I thought about because I've been doing a little second recently. I'm not saying that I miss it, but it's fun enough that I don't mind doing it.
And it's not an expensive little plane either.
That's $24. For what you get, it's worth everything.
Yeah.
Well, it would be.
That's what I want to fly, is like a little Cessna.
That
Don't care
would be
about
a,
jumbo jets or anything.
BP, you're flying study level airliners. That's like a study level Cessna.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You sort of get used to that level of system.
Sure.
And everything. I mean, I can fly with default. That's fine. It flies great. I don't think, as far as the air model goes, that there's a whole big difference. I think that's good. But there's just stuff that goes away when you get.
Yeah.
In fact, you get less stuff because there's no inbuilt TPS in the A2A. Look at it. So,
Away. Freaking Windows Defender. Ever since Windows has done that update, freaking Windows Defender keeps popping up. Oh, there's malware on your computer, but it never finds anything.
It's because I'm.
Why don't we just go find Bill Gates and beat him to death with a...
Well, the thing is that there's no way there could be malware on my computer because the only things I download are farm sim stuff from reputable farm sim websites.
Look, my favorite Polish site. I hope. I went there today looking for some. We're getting one. And I'm like, they haven't changed the bit. They still have the filthy ads on either side. Farm sim. God, I love farm sim.
But that's like when I first downloaded Farm Sim 17. There was something in Farm Sim 17 that that my antivirus and Windows Defender kept saying, "Oh, this is a virus. This is a virus," and it was a core thing from Windows Farm Sim 17.
It's the XMLs because when I didn't reinstall my IOBit, my hardcore antivirus, because every time you try to install anything that's XML based, like Farm Sim, like not closer to Flight Sim, for the most part, anything with a DLL or an XML in it freaks out. You know what I mean? Oh, it's trying to access this. Right, it's trying to install. You just shut up. So XMLs, because people can use XMLs and DLLs. And because Farm Sim is most definitely XML, because it gave me the same shit when I tried to install it this time too. I had to turn it all the way off to install it and turn it back on. I don't like Windows Defender, but to be honest, that IOBit one is way too aggressive and it never turns completely off. And there's some things that, especially for Flight Sim, that I needed to go all the way. Like PMDG and that thing did not get along. So I needed to turn it off.
I mean, you either go with nothing, which is a huge risk, especially if you have, expensive, any computer that you can't afford to fix.
Well, I'm going without right now, Draco.
Or you have Windows Defender.
Or two, you have Windows Defender, or you have some antivirus that wants to nuke every single program on your computer, and it doesn't care what it is.
Right. Well, that's the thing. There is no. That's the problem with internet security, because people are so fucking out of. There's so many geniuses out there trying to mess with your stuff that there's two options: let them, or don't let anything be done to your computer. That's the way it's going to be. And of course, it sucks, but that's the idiot on the internet.
But I mean, if I do this computer is my main computer, my desktop is just for streaming and playing games. For web browsing or anything like that, that's all done on my laptop, because
you just throw your laptop away. It's all jammed up.
I mean, literally, my laptop's just sitting on a chair right now.
Oh, my Abacus is just sitting all closed up in the coaster.
You know what? She's still with you, and she's still being useful.
She's still being useful. I always said that if it died completely, that's what it would become. I can't get rid of it, and I just can't. So I actually gonna, and in my other hard, the hard drive in this thing died, right? But it then died. So I got a bum one, whatever. So I got to bring it back to the shop where I bought the one I have in there now, and see if they can pull anything off. Because I got a lot of stuff on there that I didn't realize I was going to need, and it backed up. Luckily, most of my older stuff was all spread all over on a cloud and everything else. So that wasn't too hard to get. Drummer, I have Drummer already and all that stuff. All the other series, whatever. I'm going to start again, New Year's, and we'll try again. There's going to be a lot more flight stuff. I mean, I'm not going to be doing, you're not going to have to sit through 10 hours of video. I'll do the setup, the takeoffs, the taxi, the takeoff, a little bit of cruise, music, land, everything.
I was going to say, you could do cinematic thing.
Yeah. So, hey, look, there's my plane going by, and there's the wing view of it.
Have you ever played around with that FS recorder thing, DP?
I don't, no, you know what, I've never recorded. I tell you what works best to record, for me anyway, for the flights that I've recorded, is OBS.
No. This records. It works with FSX, and it records some of the other guys I watch doing flights and videos. I've never messed around with it, but apparently I don't know how it works, but it records your flight, like your flight data, and then you can play it back in a cinematic way and do outside screenshots or outside views.
Right. That's way old though. Does that even still work?
I believe it does, yeah, because one of the guys I watch is still doing stuff in FSX just because they don't have anything like that for P3D version 4 yet. So he does a lot of his videos and stuff in FSX still, just for that reason, because he likes to do more of some of the cinematic stuff. To do the outside views, and apparently he can save his weather in active sky and play it back and have the correct weather. I don't know.
I'll be right back, guys.
I just wondered if you'd ever messed with it.
No, the only flight recordings I've ever done, I've done with OBS, because if I want it showing out that, because I edit my, so if I record for 6 hours of something, say, right, and it's 6 hours of wind view, we're only going to see 5 minutes of it anyway.
Sure.
I'll just cut the rest of it out. You know what I mean? So that way it's live basically. I don't have to worry about weather and all that other stuff. Because the only thing, the one simulation software I know has a really good replay system is X-Plane. I am seriously considering doing some stuff in X-Plane 11, even though their third-party support isn't awesome, but they have some very cool planes that are available for X-Plane now, and it's not expensive. It's only $60, and 90% of the just amazing scenery that's out there for X-Plane is free. It isn't nickel and diming you to death like FSX does, where everything costs $20.
Right.
So now all my BA stuff will still be with FSX because no PMDG has no interest in doing anything for X-Plane, which is too bad. But I mean, shit, I'll happily fly up, the 737-200 over there in X-Plane, because that's a friggin' great plane. So why, I'll fly that absolutely.
Well, it seems like from watching, Frugal Sims updates and stuff that there's a lot of stuff coming out for X-Plane.
Yeah.
More and more all the time, it seems like.
X-Plane, and because obviously everybody knows FSX is going to die. It's going to go away.
Yeah.
It's going to be the end. So you're either going to fly on X-Plane, you're going to fly Flight Sim World, which nobody does, or you're going to fly on
P3D.
Yeah. And if you want to spend the money for P3D, like people ask me, like, well, if I was going to start right now, what would you suggest I get? Right now, I would suggest you get P3D. Bite the bullet, get P3D version 4, and buy all the specific P3D V4 stuff, because it is really, really good. 64-bit, no more OOMs. You can throw as much crap at it as you want; it'll run just fine. Right? In 2 years. Somebody asked me that question. X-Plane, because X-Plane just looks amazing. X-Plane's night lighting is just, when you play GTA 5 and you're standing up on top of the tower, the friggin' Hollywood sign, right? And you're looking down over the city.
And it sometimes just looks amazing.
Yeah, you get that lighting, right?
Yeah.
That's what X-Plane looks like. It is that good. Like, I want to buy X-Plane and only fly it at night, because it looks that good.
So,
and for no extra money.
How much does X-Plane cost, though?
$60. It's worth every bit of $60.
But it goes on sale quite regularly.
Oh, quite regularly. In fact, I'll tell you exactly how much it is right now.
I was going to say, it's on my wish list, and it was just on sale if it's not still.
I was just looking at it not too long ago.
I put it on there just to keep an eye on it, and I get the email a couple times, a times a quarter or something.
Oh, I was going to say, they're not on Steam, right? They're not.
Oh, yeah. No, that's on Steam. Oh, yeah. X-Plane is, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I believe it is.
Oh,
I'm almost certain.
Yeah, $60. I mean, it is so worth $60. Yeah, oh yeah, buy X-Plane on Steam.
Might have to look into that soon.
Well, wait till it goes on sale, because it goes on sale regularly, because I bet it was 30% off a month ago.
Shit, I wish I hadn't gone to this site, because I'm almost tempted to buy it right now.
Well, I've also got Flight Simulator on there too, so.
What's on sale right now?
X-Plane isn't on sale, but it's still worth $60.
Well, I think it's on sale for like $39 right now. X-Plane 11.
Well, on the site, it says $60.
Well, on Steam.
You're not on Steam?
On Steam, it's like 39 something.
Uh-oh. He's going to be busting out the card.
No, he's not.
Oh, someone. Are you okay?
Hmm?
Are you doing that Cavalier Roy thing again?
Might have.
Okay.
So, have any of y'all heard of that Cytex X52? It's got a stick and a throttle. This guy got to give the picture with the two stems he's giving away with it. So,
I've looked at a lot of different things. Yeah, I've looked at like yokes and throttle quadrants and rudder pedals and stuff like that. If I was to ever replace the stick I have now, I would probably go with a HOTUS.
Really?
Yeah. And the only reason why is because you can get it for like $40, and I'm pretty sure the only thing I don't like about it is that the throttle is on the left-hand side when it feels like everything should be on the right-hand side. But I guess the HOTUS stick is meant more for like military aircraft, and I guess a lot of their throttles are all on the left-hand side.
well, this one looks like you could put it on either side. So,
All right, we're in the soup now, guys.
Oh, yeah. Been in it for a while.
I just got into it.
You did?
I'm down below it.
Where are you at? Are you on HIA?
I'm about ready
Yeah.
to reach HIA.
Well, I'm 9 minutes out.
I am 2 minutes out, 8 miles.
Oh. Well, I've been in
Yeah,
the
I'm
soup for a while.
I'm 28 miles out. Well, no, I'm down here at 9,000. I haven't even seen any soup.
Yeah, when I saw that X-Plane 11 was on sale for $39, I was tempted to get it, but I would only get it if there was going to be other people who could, if multiplayer where I could fly with you guys, and I knew you guys weren't interested in switching from FSX. So that's why I went. So that's why I went
Don't
with
do it,
Orbix.
BP.
But
Don't do it.
I'm not gonna do it. I
Do
can't.
it.
Don't you do it either.
Huh?
Don't you do it either.
That might be a bit too late.
Oh, you came in. Damn it, Roy. Oh my God.
Merry
Not
Christmas.
gonna- He's already listen. This. Oh.
You're
Shit.
welcome.
See, I didn't even know they sold it on because I follow the site because I don't like it doesn't dawn on me that Steam has stuff like this, right? I mean, I knew they had Flight Sim. The only reason they even had that is because Dovetail wanted to pump their other whatever that crap that came out before Flight Sim World. What was that even called? Can you remember what that was even called?
I don't, but
Flight, was it at flight school or something?
Oh, Dovetail's Flight School, yeah.
I'll be
The one
honest
with
with you. I wish I would have never gotten Flight Sim World. I don't even play it.
That's awful. It's not awful. That's the thing.
It's just undone. First of all, it's not finished, and then they started throwing paid DLCs out before they've even come close to finishing it.
Well, here's the thing. They had the right idea, and it could have been very cool. But they got in over their heads and they gave up. They're going to do the same thing with Flight Sim World, and I know what they're trying to do with Flight Sim World. They're trying to connect it somehow to Train Sim World. They're trying to get them all connected. It's never going to happen, unfortunately.
Well,
it's too ambitious of a project.
well, see, they threw Orbix-like scenery in it because they worked with Orbix for the
They work with
scenery,
Orbix.
and they worked
Yeah.
with A2A for the aircraft.
Yep.
But the thing is, okay, that's great and all, but it's not. It's not even close to finished.
I honestly haven't watched anything
And
about it.
I haven't seen a substantial update in probably 4 months. They only have 7 aircraft, and the lighting still is not right. You can set it up to where you have thunderstorms. It's supposed to be completely overcast, and it still looks like daylight out. Like the sun shining.
Why is my
My God, driving American Truck Sim on a 50-inch TV feels like I'm sitting in a cab again.
Yeah, it's all right, huh?
Oh my gosh, I miss this so much.
Are you sitting right in front of the 50-inch TV?
If he's like me, he's sitting like an inch away from him.
Well, look at the picture I put in the chat.
Oh, I
That's-
didn't see that. Because like I'm playing on a 50-inch TV, but I'm across the room.
Well, that's because you're not blind like me. I got a 40
Oh,
inch.
I am.
Swear to God, some days my nose touches.
Well, I play in the living room though, so that's why I'm sitting on the couch, and you know,
I've got it like 3 feet from me, and then, like I said, it seems like I'm sitting
I guess
back
so.
in the cab.
Well, what you need to do, Zig, is once you get your computer room, or your office, you just need to grab that 50-inch out of your living room and put it right in your.
Yeah, Mrs. Zig will go for that.
Tell Mrs. Zig
She
I said
won't
it was
notice
okay.
it. No.
I seen an
Tell her-
Insignia 40-inch today at a thrift store for $70.
Just
Now
tell
I thought about buying.
just tell Mrs. Zig that I said it was okay. That Draco gave you permission.
Right.
And if that doesn't work, you can always distract her. Take the 50-inch out and put a 60-inch in there. She won't notice.
Well, that might work.
Or you could just leave the 50-inch and grab a brand new 60-inch and put it in there.
Shoot, I want that 90-inch curved one now.
You're welcome. Bacon.
There
Go
was a. Oh, I'm gonna. There was a 34-inch Ultra 4K curved 144 hertz monitor
Oh,
on
wow.
Mass Drop today for $699.
You know, those curved monitors are cool and all, but you have to sit at the right distance from it in order to get that full, that surround feeling.
Shit, actually, I guess I don't got this.
Shoot, I like three of them 90-inch ones so I could race.
Seriously, Dan, though. It's like this. If I see, I want triples in the worst way for everything, but I don't have room for triple 40s, so I'd have to go with a smaller monitor.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I want to do that.
So
I got like a 17, 18-inch monitor as my second one.
So Andrew just gave us just suggested a place for us to fly, and I'm gonna butcher this. BB, do you know where Courchevel is in France?
Nope, it's not Paris. So I don't know.
LSLJ.
The only places in Paris that I fly to, the only places in France I fly to are Nice, and to Paris.
Okay, Patty.
Only to Paris on repositions. I have flown the Airbus down to Nice a couple times. Nice is nice. Nice, they have a beautiful approach over the ocean, low, visual, beautiful. Now you know what? These guys need to all go to Gibraltar. That's where they need to go.
Zig, if you drop down to 10,000, you'll be out of the soup.
All right, I gotta go. I gotta go pee though first.
Plane will take care of itself. So,
This one won't.
Gibraltar's I love that. I love that Gibraltar, especially in a big plane. The Gibraltar approach is beautiful. Especially if
I
that's
always
in time.
thought one.
I don't know. I had a lot of fun flying into Innsbruck.
Innsbruck is great with the what is it the 08 the visual the RNAV coming in through the mountain when you turn at the church. That's the best. That's my favorite approach. I mean, it's a pain in the ass when you do it a lot, but it's fun when you just do it once or twice.
Well, we did it in the Basler, which is kind of like the turboprop version of the C-47, and that was actually it was a pretty fun approach.
It was nice, and it's like, okay, you're reading the charts and you're flying at 12,000 and the approach starts at 9.5.
Yeah, minimums are 7,500.
Why? What do you mean? Oh, there's the mountain right there that you got to. Yeah.
Yeah, because minimums are 7,500. You get a minimum like as soon as you start descent, you don't hear anything again until you touch down. It's like the first time I ever did that, I'm like, I got this set up wrong.
So they got a picture of the runways in their chat.
Yeah.
Wow.
Of this place and
Yeah.
What, in Discord?
That's what. Is that the one that's in France?
Yep, that's the one.
fucking
LF,
Discord.
LFLJ.
Okay.
I still don't have everything hooked up right.
Yikes.
Yeah.
How
Oh, this is wild.
how in the hell did why would they even approve that runway?
I
Well,
think I've seen that one on one of my
it's
section ways.
They wanted to separate the men from the boys.
I've seen this.
I'm sure that one will.
Yeah, but you know what though? So you're not going to get that slope in FSX. That sucks. That'll be a perfectly flat runway. You know what it is? Coming. I don't know which direction is that. Which direction is that? Is that north and south or east and west? Well, I guess you come in, you would totally lose your visual reference. Because if you land over that hump, you're gonna miss. If you land under that hump, you're gonna bounce.
And if you're not careful and if you're not going slow enough when you reach that hump, it'll launch you back up in the air.
Yeah, you're gonna go right. That's what I mean. You're gonna bounce. Wow. And that's definitely a backtrack. I mean, you got to turn around again.
Like I said, who in their right mind would even approve that runway?
The guy that was trying to get to his ski lodge to around the corner from there.
Yeah,
The guy that they put on the bulldozer with the bottle of whiskey that made all the roads through Arkansas.
It's France.
That's
It was wine.
That's a private. That's a private trip for rich people to fly into the ski resort. Yeah. I'll do that. I'm in.
I mean, I'll crash into it.
Look at the approach. You gotta shoot this. You gotta shoot this canyon.
That's a nice,
I had
wonderful
somebody
Saturday
was
afternoon type
crash the
thing.
plane.
That's got to be.
Saturday afternoon. Instead of trucking anymore, we're just going to fly into there.
No, we're gonna let David fly into there. Let David make the first flight on stream into there.
Yeah,
The
and we won't even
elevation is
tell him.
2,000
We'll just
feet.
say this is where we're going.
He doesn't want a long
2,000
flight either. He
meters.
wants a short flight. So
2,000
meters.
meters.
So
Yeah, and the runway length is 537 meters.
500. That's not bad.
Yeah, Andrew says it's 1,762 feet long.
7. Yeah, that's fine. You just don't want to land on that hump. But you won't in FSX anyway because it won't be there. So that sucks. That's too bad. Because that'd be fun. Imagine hitting that hump. You just bounce. You'd be all going
Well, you
around.
land on the way that makes you go up, so you have to throttle up to get past the hill.
Yeah.
Take off going on the downwind hill, so you get more speed.
Well, the other thing too is that you're gonna, like I said, when you're coming down for that hump, you're gonna lose your visual reference because you're looking at the end of the runway, and all of a sudden the end of the runway disappears behind this massive hill.
Andrew goes, top news story, 4 or 5 planes crash at one airport.
okay, what you're talking about, you losing the crests and all that. Well, I've golfed enough that you aim for a point that you can't see over a hill anyway. So
you don't do that in a
find the reference
plane.
point. No, but you track up the reference point. As you're coming down, you see the end of the runway, so you look beyond it at the mountain beyond, and you see what you want to aim at to keep your point of reference.
Although taking off's probably kind of easy. It's probably like taking off from like one of those British aircraft carriers where they have the ski jump at the end.
I was thinking more like taking off from a Hot Wheels track.
I haven't seen a British carrier like that. I've seen a lot of Russian carriers with the.
No, the British do too.
That runway is open to the public.
It is. You would think that would be a private strip with no control tower. Yeah, that looks like.
Elevation 6,583 feet.
Yeah,
6,583 feet.
Yeah, it would be here in the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
That might be a nice early New Year's Eve flight to do.
I'm going
Okay, let's all get drunk and fly. That'd be great.
I don't think that's what he said, but yeah.
The thing is, the only tricky bit of flying that in FSX is going to be the approach. Because you know you got to come down that canyon in that pass. That's only going to be the only tricky bit. The landing is going to be nothing because you're not going to have that long.
But then again, BP, like you said, chances are that runway is not going to be modeled properly.
Holy. So the elevation changes from 6,583 to 6,371.
Yeah.
Wait, if I did the math right, that's a 500-foot elevation change?
Yeah.
200.
I really wasn't. I really didn't hear all the numbers. I was just guessing 500.
Yeah. A 212 elevation change, but the runway headings is 45 and 225.
Oh, Andrew said, but he wants to fly with us though, so we have to wait till Andrew's.
Wait till he's back in Colorado.
Well, you know what? If you start driving right now, you can get back to Colorado in time for us to fly tomorrow. You're not that far.
Where is he at?
I'll be fine next spring. This IEGX costs. At least one plane.
Yeah, because I had, it was funny because I had X-Plane and a few other games on my wish list, and all of a sudden I got like 6 emails telling me, this is on sale, and I'm like, okay, that's great.
Yeah, I got all the emails of everything on my wish list being on sale.
Never even dawned on me. It never even dawned on me that X-Plane was on Steam.
He says he's back Thursday.
What did... Wait a minute. I can look this up. Possible approach is 27. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going with runway 27.
Oh, it doesn't look that bad from here.
Oh, flying in at night in there would be awesome.
So, there's
I say we give
Yeah,
Zig the
so
DC-10
Google-
and have him landed on there.
Google Maps link.
I'll give it to aviation to land A380 on it.
I don't think you're landing anything.
No.
I don't think you're landing a turboprop or anything. I wouldn't think. That'd be my guess anyway. It's a little short for that. You know, even I can't tiptoe a 747 onto that thing.
Yeah, looks like you'd have to tiptoe through the tulips on that one.
I am 17 minutes from the airport.
Now, when you look at it top down from Google Maps, it doesn't look bad at all. It actually looks pretty well. It looks pretty well maintained. Look at the threshold. The threshold and the touchdown zone are look right next to each. Like land here or you're fucked. They might as well just write that on the middle of the. Yeah, it would make sense to do parachuting. That must be awesome. Jump out of a plane and use mountains. I never got to do that. So that's a pretty place.
Oh, there's Moondog. Catching up with me.
Wow, is that pretty?
I see him 9.3 miles to my 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Okay, I think about watching the stream. Now that I've shut down the friggin' page.
How did I catch up? 9 o'clock? No, I should be behind you.
I just did my turn. So I turned on to towards the airport.
Right. So yeah, I would be 9 o'clock.
What one way are you guys taking?
27.
Thank
There
you.
he is.
Here you go.
So it was like you got 17 minutes before you drove.
I am 16 minutes up, 50 miles.
I've got time to get a coffee before you land.
Land, you know, being optimistic. Although I can't say that anymore. You guys are all.
Yeah, we're starting to like know what we might actually be doing.
I'm
Hey,
so
look.
proud.
Cell phone tower out in the middle of freaking nowhere.
That's how it works.
Zig just caught up to me, and I'm going to cheat the turn and turn early.
I caught up to you.
Yeah. I'm down here 1,000 feet. Probably flew over top of me.
Yeah, I see Moondog, and he's at 9,000 feet, 9 miles to my 7 o'clock.
Yeah, Zig on active sky just passed me.
Okay, I don't see
That's
Zig,
fine.
but he might still be up in the suit.
At this 9,000 feet, I'm already the approach level for the IL.
Well, yeah, because 5,000.
3,877.
Yes, so 2,000 feet above.
So,
Yeah.
PP, I was going to ask you for how familiar are you with OBS?
Pretty. Now I'm not been using it for a while.
I keep getting a message saying that I'm overloading OBS and I should consider turning down my
Is
frames.
what bit rate are you trying to stream at?
3,000 at 30 FPS.
Yeah, see, at 30 FPS, 3,000 should be fine.
I'm not
what are
dropping
you
any
running-
frames.
What are your? No, it's. What's your like? Are you running on CBR or VBR?
I don't remember.
You probably want to run on CBR, constant bit rate instead of variable. If you're jack it up when it thinks it has more power available, it has more bandwidth available. But the problem is it is so inconsistent with YouTube that there's really no point in it. VBR is good if you're going to multi-stream, like if you're going to stream to multiple platforms. Like say you're going to stream to YouTube and so that people can watch it on their phones, right? But you really want to do that on two separate computers. So CBR is really the way to go. It kind of cuts down on a lot of that shit because I think I streamed at 8,000 and I've never had. I don't ever get packet loss.
I didn't start having this trouble till I started streaming to Twitch also, and with Restream.
What's your restream setting?
Does anybody know the
Oh, I don't remember now. It's been too long since I've even looked at them.
It was 3,877 feet. But then again, I'm not the nice one that'll tell you that in that form again.
Hey, I did say thank you. Why am I still moving down all the time? Oh.
But yeah, I'll watch my where it says KBS, kilobytes per second, and it'll go from anywhere. The lowest I've seen it drop tonight is 2400, and it'll go as high as 3800. But it's usually staying right around 3000 to 3200.
All right. So I was with the technician that was out earlier. I'll have stuff. Okay. I just watched my engines go to nothing.
Do you have your?
I just turned pitot heat back on and turned it off. But I was talking to the technician, and they're going to get radio and stuff, new radio and router out to me. He's like, but as soon as we can do it is after Tuesday when everyone comes back to work. And I said, oh, it's because I can't stream for crap right now and all that. That's as soon as he goes, well, unless we can find, you want to climb up on the side of your house. Yeah, I can climb up on the side of my house in the middle of the winter for that, no problem.
Yeah, let me just.
I have well, no, I have ladders, and with where they put it, nah, nope.
Does anybody else hear like a high-pitched squeak or something?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like
you.
hamster wheel kind of thing.
Yeah.
Might be the wheel I'm using. I'm driving. So.
I'm getting ready to approach the one way.
I was just curious. I wanted to make sure it wasn't coming from my computer. That's not a sound I ever want to hear coming from my computer.
No, it isn't. Trust me, because I had that sound come from my computer.
Well, see, I have an
overage dying.
Well, see, I have an AIO water cooler, so I'm always listening for any issues with the pump, because sometimes those things will just go up and give you no warning. All right, at 30 miles, I can ask for landing clearance.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly the space shuttle next one. I'm sure.
You know, I had X-plane something or other. It was like one of the first X-planes to come out, and I ended up flying a rocket on Mars.
How do you fly them?
Why did...
Fuck flying it. I'm just gonna watch the trailer. Holy shit! Is it quick.
Helena Tower, November 10.
Typical day.
Victor, 31 miles southeast with Papa to land. November 2060 Victor,
All right.
Helena Tower, fly straight in,
Runway 27 is what they gave me.
Oh, what if they'll give me a? I wonder if back to style give me a code.
Runway 27,
I'm gonna ask.
Victor.
3024.
Oh, for X-Plane, you mean?
Yeah.
What do you do? Just email them or something?
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask them.
Doesn't hurt to ask.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of money with them. No,
I missed that. Ask them what?
I'm gonna ask them if they'll give me a code for X-Plane. I've had every version of Active Sky since it came out, so. It's massive. It's huge. It's gonna take forever. It's
26 miles.
See the
around in Cessna for this.
So
we were it was with the F1 cards that we were playing with. I downloaded that in like 2 minutes because they uncapped my internet. I'm like, I told the guys when he came in, I'm like, that was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I was like Stu and Draco speed, and and I explained it to him. He's like, yeah, well, they're hoping to get stuff in the network to that, but they just can't yet. So it's like, I'll just be nice, and whenever they want to cap and let me play with stuff, then, you know.
That's what I miss about. That's really the only thing I miss about the download speed. When I could use it, like with Steam, when I could use most of it, it was fantastic. Now it sucks. Now I just got regular shitty internet. It's not ridiculously. It's not like, it's not 0.2 megabyte or anything. It's not. It's 20. 24 with Steam most times, which is a 10th of it. Nope, 20th. It's also a 20th of the price.
And there's a bunch of free airports.
Oh, that's the cool thing about X-Plane is good scenery. Like if I want to spend, now I have 4 terabytes on this ride. So if I want to go out and get another 4 terabyte drive, yeah. Well, it's the only one he had, and I needed
Right.
And this is a $400 drive. He sold it to me for $75. And he's like, dude, you look like you have the. I really am. He's like, okay, this is $75. Yeah, sold.
Yeah. Should have bought 2 and sent one to me.
I'm gonna go back and buy another one at whatever price he wants to sell me.
Then you can do it as a raffle giveaway on one of your streams.
So if I got another 4 terabyte, I could do the X-Plane Ortho project. You know, really run the entire work. I mean, it's it is just it's a huge amount of work to do, and it's all free. 4 terabytes worth of stuff, free.
Explain it.
Yeah. There's one guy that I watch stream who runs it, and I swear to God, you look out there now. Of course, he's got a pretty maxed out system, right? You look out the window of this plane, you swear it was a real picture. Like you think it was a real plane. It is that good. X-Plane, nobody does graphics better than that. Like you can get FSX to look very good, and P3D is another level of it. But X-Plane, nobody does the look of things better.
See, the only thing I like about P3D version 4, actually version 4.1, is that they moved a lot of the rendering from the CPU to the GPU.
Right. As soon as they went 64-bit, they could free that up. Right. You're not going to bottleneck your shit in and having a dollar try to render through the CPU. flight sim will look as good as it looks, right? It'll look as good as your CPU will allow it to look. You can have 8, Titans in your system, and it's only ever going to look so good.
Right.
But any 64-bit system that can shift that load over to the GPU is going to look amazing. That's why P3D V4, especially, and Tex or whatever that fucking Toga products. But PTA, the one that Matt Davies did, Bellins did, if you get the right presets, P3D looks like, that almost looks real too. Now, granted, that's a hell of a lot more than you'll get. Like X-Plane, you can look at it. But the only reason I didn't go to P3D version 4 is A, the price. B is that you can't migrate stuff anymore too far out now, 64-bit. None of the stuff run.
It did,
FSX stuff will run. So,
I thought I had my pitot heat on, but apparently I didn't.
Yeah, that happened to me. My instance kind of froze up.
Okay.
I thought I had it on.
It happened to me. Didn't clue you guys in that?
Well,
maybe...
I swore I turned all that on before we even left because I knew we were flying in the mountains, but I didn't. I guess.
I made sure all that stuff was on before I ever left.
So you didn't shut off your engine? Damn it!
All right, getting ready to make my turn onto my.
Oh yeah.
Onto my approach.
JFK for explaining 11. 20,000 objects, 1,000 separate animations.
Yeah. Wow. Free.
No.
There is
$17.99 plus shipping and handling.
No, but there is a free one.
Oh, okay.
There is a.
Puppyface Games, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the stream.
Oh, I was getting free one.
There's a very good free Heathrow too that somebody in and out. The only thing it doesn't have is for some reason they never finished the far end of it. At least the one that I saw, where the fuel tanks and where British Airways maintenance hangars and all that are, and reversing run-ups and all that are. Because it backs you up to that. 99% of the flights go out of Heathrow are on 27 right, so you see that every time. What's up? Thanks for the subscription. Don't forget to subscribe to Buy Full of Profit on YouTube. I haven't made a video in about a year now.
Don't just throw that one out there. Don't
feel
forget,
bad. I haven't
Roy's,
either.
Doobie, and
Well, that's you guys.
Zigzag.
That's it. It's your stream. You do that bit. I do it when I stream.
Zigzag, Drako0411, Mr. Moondog.
And as soon as I get another monitor or something I can just chat on, I'll get into the stream. Listen, Roy, stop it.
Yeah, that's fun. You have to have that one.
I have to have that one.
Yeah.
To be honest, I have to have Heathrow, but okay, no.
No, they did.
No, there's a really good thing.
I didn't see Heathrow on there, but because you do a lot,
I do. Yeah, I fly every day. At least twice a month, 3 times a month. I'm on the American rotation this time. It's funny, they got better rotations at B&B for everybody, but I'm seeing it happen. We still on rotation because we're stuck in the system. They fired the tech director. Now, I should point out that British Airways Virtual is hiring, and if anybody's interested in flying for most prestigious BA on the plane, BAV is hiring them. But you guys all know how to fly, so it shouldn't be an issue. But anyway, so they have paid positions, right? The guys who work for them, they fired their tech director because they've been trying to reboot the website now a couple of years, and this guy's been dragging his feet. So they got a new one, and apparently a lot of us old guys that have been around for it are stuck in the system, like stuck in the loop. It's like, I thought we weren't doing rotations anymore. Yeah, well, you guys still are. Oh, okay. So they've got me on the U.S. rotation now. So I flew from Heathrow to JFK, JFK back to Heathrow, from Heathrow to Boston, back to Heathrow, from Heathrow to Philly, back to Heathrow, back to Heathrow, to Miami today, back tomorrow to Heathrow, and then in 4 days from Heathrow to Dallas-Fort Worth, back to Heathrow. Oh.
And for those of you who are new to our stream, we do get very quiet when we're getting ready to land because, well, we actually want to land.
And that's
You want to land, not caution die.
Don't do DLC for It's all right.
No, it's okay. I can get her free. It's fine. Yeah, but see, landing is boring. Nobody wants to watch you land.
You know, everybody wants to watch you land to see if you're successful or not.
Watch you land upside down.
I don't know.
That's
There's
entertaining.
been quite a few people who actually enjoy watching good landings. Anybody can crash.
Yeah, anybody can crash. It depends how good you
Why
crash.
is it not giving me that airstrip?
You say crashing with style.
Why don't birds suddenly?
Copyright strike.
There's a
Thanks,
copyright
Dan.
strike. Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, right. Only if
That's-
somebody pushes
That
it.
song's not 100 years old yet. It feels like it.
It
but it's
should
not.
be. My mom sang it to me when I was a baby.
When
and
did-
I've got it.
When did Karen Carpenter die? Like 1979, right? Or something like that? It's a long time.
All right, clear to
I'm
land.
old and I even know who that is.
Karen was a carpenter?
That's
What'd she build?
Oh, really, Andrew? You just tell me to shut up, huh? Don't make me turn Roy or BP loose on you.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. They're not the nice ones.
Yeah, they're not.
Andrew,
The
behave. Don't
Moondogs-
make me have to come through this computer after you.
Moondog's a nice one. Isn't it? It's 50 years. Elvis be dead. It's 2018, no? Is it
I-
50 years?
Yeah, it's getting
I'm
close.
landing.
When did he die? Was it? No,
1970 something.
1978.
1978. Right? Yeah, so
Yeah, I
50.
think.
Holy shit.
I just hope I don't die in the same place he did.
Almost. Listen,
Oh,
almost.
you'll
Yeah.
judge my landing too? Oh, well, I got a few landings I've seen you do that I can judge.
40 years because I'm not 58.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 40 years.
Whew, that mountain came out of nowhere. Who put that mountain there?
I was 10.
I was, let's see, 6.
I don't know. My mom cried. My mom, she thought, because she was.
Be right back. I gotta get the dog.
But according to the tabloids, he didn't die until about 3 years ago.
Well, that's the life of Zig. You know, he takes care of the dog. He's close enough that if
You know how it is with me too. Like if I'm in the stop doing what I'm doing to go in, final approach, put the plane on auto and fuck it, get it over.
I'm on final.
Almost auto land.
And then once I'm done with this, I gotta set my throttle quadrants back up for a 4-engine plane.
You know, it's funny. All the flying I do, I
Oh.
still don't have a yoke. I have a good joystick and a good throttle.
that's all you
Man,
need, right?
That's all you
Yeah.
need.
Get down to the
Man, them first world problems.
So the thing about having a yoke is, it would mean I would have to move my steering wheel, and that does not happen.
Right.
Yeah, that was what Kevin was trying to tell me.
I'm
You don't
over a
need-
pro
F8 would,
threshold.
That
when
would
it's
be
not
moving
been
the steering.
disconnected.
No, that's my wheel is part of my desk. I mean, it's not moving. That's all there is to it. It pisses me off. I can't use it in F1 race stuff.
But-
I mean, it's.
Doug, are you ready to turn on?
Why
I
would you
just
need
touched down just
Okay.
now.
I'm gonna go around then.
it? You're behind him, Drake? Obviously.
Yeah,
I don't know where he ended up. He was ahead of us, but I got straight onto the approach, so.
Well, I can't be sure, but I think my GPS broke in my plane.
I might be blind,
Did
but
you-
I don't see a runway up there anywhere to go. You see a runway? Visual for runway? No, I see it.
He is blind. You are blind.
Well, I'm looking out the front window of the plane. I don't see anything that looks like.
Well, I've been flying this way for quite a while now, and I haven't gotten any closer to the airport by looking at my GPS, so I'm thinking that it's not updating all of a sudden.
What is that? What is that your ILS tile down there on your HSI? Because really off. So you want to fly right. That's a commanding swing. So you want to fly towards it. If it's back to the frequency.
Everyone will go into parking.
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 looking for the
I
damn
don't
airport. I don't
any
see it.
snow.
I just got haze. All right, where the hell is this airport at? 'Cause I do not see it. I haven't seen it.
I see someone passing in front of me about 5,000 feet, 5,800.
Yeah, that was me. I was gonna go
9
around.
o'clock, 16 miles.
Yeah, I'm doing a go around myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna line myself back up.
Sorry from on your GPS.
Okay. We'll have the class on how to set up wireless so that you can at least make your approach set up. The class will happen after this.
I don't know how to do that in a plane like this.
What's the runway heading?
Actual heading's 267.
Dial that in and fly in that direction. Or you could ask TTC. To them, that's it. Unfamiliar with the area, request directions to the aircraft. Ah!
It's on the charts. ATC won't even tell you what the direction of the
No,
airport
they
is.
wouldn't tell you. Well, they would.
They
would
would if you ask, most likely.
Then they laugh.
Asking you, thou shalt receive.
Sometimes.
Like when
The,
somebody has to do touch and goes and Heathrow. Get the
Oh, I did
yeah,
touch and go
ILS
to JFK.
frequency is 110.1.
it seems to me like you want to go right, but I don't know if your OBS is dialed to that or not.
Well, see, the thing is that, so I should be, if it's 286, right? Is that what you said? Or
267.
267, okay. So I should be turning to my left, according to what you're giving me. But my GPS is telling me I should be flying towards it still, but I'm gaining distance.
Right.
Okay, are you?
And according
you
to
have-
active sky, I'm flying away.
I wish I could.
So I'm actually going to go
It's
with
flying away
active
from-
sky and turn. Because I don't think my GPS is broke.
Draco, you're northwest of it
I
by
thought so.
however many miles that you are. You've passed it. You need to come back around.
I am. See, kids, always learn how to fly by other than GPS, because you never know when that thing is going to crap out on you.
Oh, that was a nice land, I think.
I didn't see it, so I can't tell you that.
That was a really smooth landing. I say next way, yeah, I can taxi off to the left. I'm moving.
You could come all the way down here to parking at the end of CNA.
Just held my middle mouse button and tried to zoom in onto the
Past.
I don't think they're going to let us do that on YouTube. Like, I could help if
It hasn't worked in this. It doesn't work in Transport Fever. It doesn't matter.
Oh, it's so annoying, isn't it? Farm sim. How many times have you watched a farm sim video and tried to move the view? I do it all the time.
I do it. I do it so bad when I'm watching something Oldfield's doing. Try to see it from a different angle.
He was playing Euro. He's doing these Euro truck special transport. And today I was watching that while I was flying, and I'm like, and I kept trying to I was turning my joystick because that's how I control my view in the Euro truck. And I'm like, what am I doing? It's a video.
Yeah, I'd like to get a good joystick. Something I can use for loader work.
Oh.
If I could ever get this wheel lined out to farm sim.
This Thrustmaster. David just got he's got the same one I have, the my secondary one that I use for controlling my views with Easy Dock and flying and for rotor work in FS. What's it called? What is this thing called? It's the FSX, I think it's called. I think $40.
Door smasher.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So I wish I tell you what, if I'd have known this existed before I bought my Warthog, I probably wouldn't have bought that. I would have bought this because this is really good. It's kind of a waste what I use. It's really good.
I don't know. I don't do loader work very well. You can ask
would have to
Dog
get-
about it.
Yeah. It needs some improvement. I would get what David got if I have to replace the one I have.
Yeah, he's got the
But
one I have.
yeah,
Fucking
and
awesome.
that's nice.
It's a wicked. It comes with even a throttle. I've never used the throttle, but it's really good. No, you know what? I do use the
So
throttle.
it's-
The little slidey buttons on top I use to extend the boom on the Pelican.
Yeah, you're coming down to where I'm at.
Okay.
All the way to the end down there, and then to your right just a little bit.
Okay.
Rico, did you dial the ILS for?
No, I'm doing VFR.
Okay, well, it wouldn't
You
hurt
can
to dial
still-
it in. It could go in this
Yeah.
right direction at least.
What's the ILS?
110.1.
I didn't do ILS. I hand flew that thing.
110.1?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Why not? I put in the ILS and found where I needed to go, lined it up. That's what it's
Oh.
there for.
Yeah. I don't even know how to do the ILS in this plane, so I just hand flew it.
I can walk everyone through it as long as they can understand me.
Alright, got it.
You put it on the next your GPS up to nav, and it will direct towards it. Look at my cockpit here. Turn stuff back on so I can see.
I got that big grinder and the heavy haul stuff for ATS going to Florida with it. So,
It's good reading those guys. They were playing ETS multiplayer, I guess the other day or whatever. And Shawnee B was like, "Oh, we'd love to see you on some ATS multiplayer." Yeah, that's not going to happen.
What's the runway
They're going
course?
to ban forever.
Again?
267.
I'm still battling with STS over my World of Trucks account that somebody took from me. Yeah, I also did see the shifter I wanted for ATS, but there ain't no way I'm getting a $200 shifter before I get a wheel.
That's KS
Yeah.
things. They screwed so many people.
But Ken was saying that
The waiting list is unbelievable.
shipping a free shifter with it.
What? Roy, you cut out in the middle.
Oh, Kevin was on about that. The shop behind me that was selling the G29 and them shipping a free shifter with
Really?
it.
Ah,
Yeah.
dang. That's what I've been
It's
looking at.
like £145 with a free shifter.
Wow.
Wow.
Because the shifter alone was $70.
Yeah.
This is the 8 shifter we're talking about now, Dan.
Yeah, I'd
It's a
use it for
comfort
racing.
That's the best thing about the G27. It all came in one pack. I didn't have to spend. I mean, mine cost $300,
Airport
but I bought it
straight ahead of
before
you.
it was-
Yep.
Yeah, he's lined
There.
up on me now.
I don't see it, but it is straight ahead of you.
Yeah, he's visual on it. Like he's lined up on it. That was the shitty thing about the G29. You had to buy the 8 shifter separate. It wasn't any better. It was the same shifter, just relabeled.
Yeah, but they, when they changed all of that, they discontinued the G27.
Yeah.
Then I sort of want the G29 because I heard from a couple guys I raced with about that other one I was looking at.
Well, I think you can't go wrong with either. Like for consumer grade stuff, obviously the G29 is a damn good wheel. It's all effect sensor brakes.
Why are my gear not going down?
You're going too
You had
fast.
them down. Just put them up. Or yeah, you could be going too fast. I can't read your gauges.
Gear. Nobody cares so much about that.
It's not going
Yeah,
down.
but
The G button's not putting them down.
I'm looking outside view for you. What's your speed?
I don't know. One. No, it's
Wait,
not
if
that.
you're-
I can't read it.
If you're above
Well,
160,
I'd say-
Yeah, he's 170.
Am I?
Yeah, if you're above 160, your gear won't come down.
Yeah.
Now you're below 160.
That's unfortunate.
There they go. All right.
Tremendous noise. You can lower your gear. Chris, I can lower my gear at 300.
Well, I was having trouble with this until I figured something out. My steering sensitivity was down in R factor 2, which was leading to where why the cars wouldn't turn for me.
My Windows Defender is
Just a little bit.
now.
About 300.
Yeah, after the big Windows update, I've had to go back in on a lot of settings, and then I've had to search for some of the stuff I.
Well, you know what's funny is that I figured that Windows Update was going to screw my wheel because it usually does, but it didn't this time. What screwed me was not keeping a copy of the profiler when I had to dump my hard drive. Luckily, a friend of mine helped me out with that. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely no problem because I've had to go look for that. The profiler, you can't. You gotta.
Oh, it's hard to find. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they don't advertise it.
I've
They don't-
found the profiler for this Driving Force GT and my son's, but I also know what the other issue on this is. Is the
There it
floor.
is.
It's
Yeah. Things to not do with your steering wheel or flight stick. Spike it in.
like I said, as soon as I get things work out to where I get another one, I'll let him have it back.
This 227 has been nothing. I mean, and I beat the crap out of it. Nothing at all. Doesn't make a sound. Looks perfect. Even 8-shift. 8-shift is a little sloppy, but it still works perfect.
I
Ain't
haven't.
nothing.
I haven't beaten mine as bad as yours because I haven't done the number of racing with it. But when I saw that it for the price and stuff, I said, "Oh, I gotta grab it." And then found out 2 weeks later that they discontinued it. That was the absolute dream.
Oh, it's a shame too because I still think it's a better. I still think it's the best.
Yeah, and then when I was looking, we were finding them for like, what was it?
$1,600.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we were going to get you one. Well, shit, we'll get Drako G27. Well, oh no, but guess we won't. it's ridiculous how much.
Shit, Zig's coming in.
OSW. I'm keeping it.
Alright, I'll go around again. I don't want to try and land on a cross runway with slamming a Zig.
We don't need to go around again.
Go around again.
Go around.
Again.
Oh, those words I hate.
That was a little bumpy.
Little bumpy. What are you talking about?
I was outside view on that. That was a. Was
I
it
don't know.
crash?
It's class, but you.
I don't know what you got. You guys haven't seen bumpy if you think that's bumpy.
Oh, that's something I'm not used to seeing.
Ron went to the carrier
light-
to another one with a guy that asked, and then to try it's on the other ship.
The lights in the city
I was gonna
on the
say-
streets actually light up where they're supposed to.
Yeah, that's the hybrid lights. I was going to say you're going to do it down when you turn on the
The
base
one
up
way's
here.
clear for you. One ways, I should say. No, Jake, Zig, you went on left.
I turned it.
For a minute, I thought Drako was going to land head on.
That would have been entertaining.
That'd have been that's him. Or you land on 27
there's
right
snow.
and I'll land on 9.
I ain't get snow.
It just started snowing.
Where did we go? Park?
Capital.
Right behind you.
That's a pretty long downwind you're doing there.
Helena Tower,
Yeah.
Beach, November 3090 November, displaying 4 miles east, inbound ILS.
Helene is the
runway
capital of
27
Montana, so.
November 3090 November, Helena Tower.
It's Helena.
Runway 27.
Helena, okay.
Helena.
Well,
Helena, not Helena. Helena.
Runway 27, Beach Niner, 0 November.
Hey, I knew it was the capital of Montana. How much more? I can't barely say Drako very correctly, so you know.
I don't know. There's been somebody that's been pronouncing the word dynasty as dynasty, and it's been about to drive me knucking futs.
Well, that's how certain parts of the world pronounce it, Dan. Not everybody from Texas. Oh, there's the Capitol building right there. Oh, that's cool. Good job, Orbix. Way to drop that. Dan. It's like when you fly over Big Ben and stuff in London. You could see it, you know. It's like, well, that's Big Ben. That's the Houses of Parliament. That's
Jacob's landing. Ah. Oh, that. Okay, that wasn't a very eventful landing from my end.
Hold on, he hasn't landed yet. I haven't seen it. I still don't know where the hell he's going. Are you gonna? You really waited this long to turn? You really did. Good for you.
November 7917 Alpha. Helena Towers. Fly straight into runway 27.
He found a runway. He landed it. He landed it smoothly. I mean,
I'm gonna say that's the backwards way of everybody else landed, but whatever. Landed in the wind.
At least I landed at the right airport.
I'd like to be the people in these houses. Oh shit!
Fecal matter.
So you guys all landed on what runway?
we landed on 27.
Drake landed on.
What's going on, San Francisco?
Nice landing, though, Drake.
It was a little hard.
It's okay. You want to land a little firm in these conditions so the wheels don't aquaplane. You got to break that surface tension. You'll land them firm in these conditions on a contaminated runway, and leave your flaps down until you depart.
Any pod on the one way?
Now, there's still a safety tip for you boys. When you're in contaminated conditions like this, you don't put your flaps down to at the end of the runway. You stop putting your flaps down. Otherwise, you fill up all the control channels with snow.
I'm trying to remember it on all the, because that's in the checklist. As soon as you turn off the runways.
Well, thank you, Andrew, but
Bad, so.
you know, smooth landings are overrated. Anybody can do a smooth landing.
I thought that was pretty good.
On my,
He gave me
on
a
my
7 on
low
center
zone.
line, and a 5 on smoothness.
Center line.
Yeah,
It was on the runway.
Again, you're not gonna tiptoe them on that in these conditions. Because the last thing you want to do is aquaplane and not be able to steer or not be able to brake, even worse.
Yeah.
And another thing, never use your cruise control when you're driving in the rain or snow.
And it's also snowing like a biatch right now.
Yeah. They're coming down pretty good.
Not on
Yeah.
my end.
What is up? Well,
They
Yeah,
called for
guys-
flurries here tonight
You
too.
may
So.
want to turn your engine anti-ice on at least now, Draco. Jackson,
So what did Andrew give you on your overall landing?
He didn't give me an overall.
I'm gonna give you an A. Land again. Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, was no moved away.
I thought it was all right.
I have no idea where you guys are.
Parking.
Go across
You know
the
that-
runway and just follow that taxiway
Go
all
across
the
the
way down.
runway. There's 4 runways.
The
The
one way
Draco
you
went the
just
opposite way.
front, then go down that taxiway all the way down.
Of course, you're gonna be in Wyoming if you keep going down there. drive back to.
yeah. If you turn right, you do have to go to the end of the taxiway. We'll be at the end, just to the right. You'll see us.
Leave your beacon on. I leave it.
You might want to go supersonic.
the
To be honest, Draco, you might want to just take off and then
Leave
land
it
at the
again.
other end.
and it's like flying out of Amsterdam out of Schiphol when you have to go off 34 right. You could drive to England faster than you could taxi over there to fly over there. It's a pain in the ass. That taxi is ridiculous. It's like
So you can
7
park up the
miles.
aircraft, hook it up to a tow, and drive there faster.
I swear, it takes long. Like I did a couple of A319 flights out of there, and I swear to God, the flight is 25 minutes. It's like a 45-minute taxi.
Yeah.
Why is it a 45-minute taxi?
Because runway 34 right is about 6 miles from the terminal.
Why?
Because that's where they put it.
Where they can fit it.
Me, I think that's a little stupid.
Well, where they can.
That's the way the wind blows up there. That's how it. Like you don't want to have to take off from there, but the wind is prevalent.
All right, am I getting close to you guys at all?
It was a accident.
You're halfway there.
Yeah.
You're just gonna go all the way down.
Yeah, made it.
How did I end up here before you, Draco?
Because he was actually headed in the wrong direction.
I was following my broken GPS and I didn't realize it had broken until.
Yeah.
Yeah, he landed on the opposite runway, the concurrent runway that you landed on.
Yeah.
That's why I thought you guys were going to go head to head.
Well, that's
Let's
why I
see.
peeled off.
Welcome to the stream. You do not need a joystick to play this game, but it's highly recommended. A flight stick
Yeah.
would be.
First time.
You can get a flight stick for about $40 that really makes life a lot better.
Dollars, it would make a lot
I
better
got a
than-
funny story
Yeah.
about a person who used his mouse to fly.
Hey, for years, that's what I
I'm
used.
Hey, I play with the mouse.
You do?
No, you don't. Shut up.
No, I did. I learned how when I first got FSX, way before I got it from Roy. When it first came out on box, I flew.
Where are you monkeys at? There you are.
I
You
didn't
just
have a flight stick. So.
Right
Down
in front
to the
of you.
right. You see us?
Yeah, you guys just
Don't hit up.
just popped in.
Don't hit me.
Well, good thing you're taxiing to Toga. It'll take you a month to get there. You're gonna run out of fuel before you get to the end of that. You could have just drove from Jackson Hole for all this.
Right.
I think it's drive.
I, honest to God, just came back around and landed on this end.
Nice.
That's pretty. This most big airports have some pretty ridiculous taxis. So this is,
Come on. Where's a frickin' rest area?
they board you 30 miles before the 30 minutes before the flight takes off. There you go.
November 3090 November.
So I'm gonna stop my recording and I'll pop this up afterwards. So one of you guys wanna take us out?
Go ahead, Draco.
Can I do it?
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, why
absolutely,
not?
BP.
I'd be honored if you did.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Remember, the Monkey Show night shift goes off pretty much every night with something or other, whether it be flying or farming or whatever else they decide to do. Make sure, please, if you're not subscribed, to subscribe to all of these guys. All the links to everything are in the description of their streams and their videos. Definitely worth a subscription to all of them. Also, remember to subscribe to me, Bipolar Prophet, on YouTube. I haven't made a video in a while, but I'm coming back to what I promised. I want to thank everybody for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself. I know I did. I especially want to thank Zig for letting me hang out in his Discord and take over like I always do. Thanks to Draco Moondog. I'm sorry, other guy, I don't know your name.
Aviation pilot.
Aviation pilot. Thank you very much. It was good meeting you, and hopefully you guys all enjoyed yourself. And we'll Bipolar Prophet, along with Zig, Draco, Moondog, and Aviation saying, see you later.
See you later.
See you later.
Bye.